Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the homestead. So last week we had high 70-degree weather, and here we have snow. Go figure. This weather has definitely been crazy this winter. It has not been a typical winter anywhere. Not just Kentucky. Everybody's dealing with crazy weather right now. But it is beautiful. Some of the snow is still on the ground. It's like flurrying right now. It's melting pretty fast, but nonetheless, it's snowing. So it has been 1 week since our chicks were born, and we have had them now 5 days. So let's do a quick check-in on how our meat birds are doing. So all 81 of our chicks are doing great. We have not lost any of our meat birds, which is super awesome. I am really excited about that because that doesn't happen much. But they are all doing great. They're staying nice and warm. They're staying in this little area. We have the 4 heat lamps up, and we do keep all the doors closed. All of the sections have been covered with cardboard to help really keep out the cold winds. Because why is it every time that we get meat birds, it rains the very same night and it gets cold? It is really coming down now. So I'm also going to introduce you to the newest member of Ladies Farm. This is Miss Athena. She is a sweet, sweet baby. She is 6 months old. Hubby picked her up from work. One of his co-workers needed to find a home for her. So he went ahead and visited with her, and she was super nice and very friendly. So he decided to go ahead and bring her home. We have had her since Thursday, so it's about 5 days that we've had her now. And she was really, really skittish at first and scared. Took us a little while to get her to warm up, but she is definitely my dog. She absolutely loves me. And we got her used to the beagles. My small dogs don't really like her that much, but then again, they don't like any other dog. They don't even like the beagles too much. So something that we ended up getting for the 3 dogs, the 3 bigger dogs, is we got them the Pet Safe system. And it's a wireless system. It has a collar, and we have the base in the garage. And it allows the dogs to go around our property. All 3 dogs have learned this system. It beeps once they come too close to the barrier, and if they pass the barrier, it does give them a shock. All 3 dogs have learned their barriers and where they can stay. Now we are able to let them roam free around the property. They no longer have to stay in that cage. They do go in there at night just to keep them safe from predators, but all during the day they get to roam free around the property, which is really good because it's helping to keep our chickens and our other dogs safe from any predators that might come onto the property. So one downfall to having the pups out all the time is that they have been running in my 2 flower bed. I have been able to keep the chickens out, but these dogs, they don't stay out. And I had so many flowers that were popping up, and they were looking really pretty, and they came through and they trampled all of them. I put up a fence, but they were just jumping over the fence and running through here and playing in here. So I need to find something better to put in this around here to keep them out. I might have to get a bigger fence, put around it just until they learn not to go in there. But that's the other downfall to this cold front that has come in, is that it might kill all of those flowers. Let me show you the other bed. The other bed they have not been running through because the sensor does go off on that side, but this sensor doesn't go off on this side, so they're able to run and play over here. Here is the second bed that I have. I still put a fence up around it. The chickens don't come in here and the dogs don't come in here. So this side has been pretty good. But see, now that I said that, here he comes. Get out. See what I mean? I need to figure out how to keep these dogs out. What it is about flowers, they just want to go through and trample them all. Woo! It is really coming down. But when it does warm up, I really hope that they do survive and come back, because this will be really pretty. But now that they have popped up, I can see where I can add more to make it look even prettier next year. So while we're out here, let me go ahead and show you my backyard garden and how the fencing is coming together. Hubby has been working on it whenever he's off and it's warm enough to actually be out here and work on it, but the fence looks amazing. hubby went ahead and put up my arch. This is what I have been dying for. I wanted an arch so bad. So this is the arch. This is going to be the gate to come into the garden. He still needs to finish this section of the gate. But this side is all done. And it looks so cute. My carrots that I planted, nothing has come up. I'm pretty sure it is too cold. I might have to start all over with my carrots. See, it got so warm and I got so excited and I thought I'm gonna plant something and it said no. But something that has come back from last year's garden is here inside this wooden spool that we went and turned into a planter. I stuck a bunch of herbs in here and I have 2 of those herbs coming back. I have got the thyme and the sage are both growing back here in this little bitty raised garden that I made. So much is actually coming to life right now on the homestead, and here we have this cold front that just came through. So I'm hopeful things stay alive. I noticed a couple days ago when I was down here pruning the trees that the elderberries that I transplanted into the ground over here also started coming back, and they had some really pretty leaves starting on them. So let's go down and check on that and I can show you how well it is working out. So I did 2 methods with that elderberry. I planted some straight into the ground and others I went ahead and put in pots. The ones that I put in pots did not do good, but the ones that I put in the ground are flourishing. All right, so here are my elderberries. I've got one right here and this big one right here. And those are all from cuttings that I got off of my big elderberry trees that are down by the creek. I did that around this time last year. I went ahead and cut those and propagated them into the ground. And then some of those that I did into pots. But those ones that went directly into the ground are doing phenomenal. Everything is growing good and thriving on the homestead. It is a beautiful day. Even though it's really cold, it's still beautiful. Well, friends, I just got home from the class at the extension office. I completely forgot to bring the camera with me, but I got some awesome information from the class. This is actually a monthly class that they are going to be doing from now until July. Every month it's going to be a different topic. They kind of did the same thing last year, but the topics are going to be different for this year. Today they actually sent us home with some seeds, and these are all seeds that are known to thrive over here in my area of Eastern Kentucky. They sent me home with some pole beans, green beans, sweet corn, and peas. I am so excited to get these into the ground when we are able to. It's still way too cold to be getting out there and planting. But since I am home now, I need to go in and check on the baby chicks. Everybody else has been put to bed. My father-in-law went ahead and put all the chickens to bed, the pigs to bed, even the dogs to bed. So I just need to go check on the chicks, make sure their water is topped off and they have enough feed, and also to make sure their lights are working properly because it's gonna get really cold tonight and I want to make sure my chicks stay warm. So let's head inside the brooder and put them to bed for the night. All right, the chicks look good. They've got food, they've got plenty of water. I'm gonna go ahead and let them be for tonight. The heat lamps are good and working. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this up so they can go to bed for the night. All right, friends, so I hope you enjoyed this video, just checking in on everybody and how they're all doing, seeing what's going on here on the homestead. Until next time, friends, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well, and have a blessed day.